Hey guys, this is just going to be a quick video to build on my last video, which was the anatomy one with McCree. So, just a basic quick breakdown. If you remember these shapes, the oval, it's like a lumpy potato, the egg shape, the Vix shape, and the bendy bars. Also spheres and the weird looking sausage. Those 4 to 5 shapes. Alright. So to put those shapes together, you build your head. It's a head. The neck is going to be okay. The neck that is visible when you are on a full, like a front facing view, is going to be about the same length from the bottom of the nose to the chin, okay? So about that length, and then the pit of the neck is going to be at the bottom of that. So that's going to be like a cylinder or a very squished sausage. From there, I usually, the back of the neck, the chin, actually, that's where the 7th cervical vertebrae is. So if you like draw a little circle from here to here, or an oval ellipse, that is going to be like the back of the neck. So from a side view, basically it does this. This is the 7th cervical vertebrae. There's vertebrae in your spine, that's what I'm talking about. And then it does an angle down, and that's the pit of the neck. So from this spot, that's where you can use this shape, the Vix shape, because if you do that, and you bring it down, or if you want to use the oval, the egg. Sorry, I'm drawing on my bed, so it's a little awkward. That is going to give you where the muscles in the shoulders, which is called trapezius, is going to go. And then you just do, you follow that line out, like I said. Okay, so put your 2 balls in here. That's your shoulders. That'll be like your shoulder girdle and the deltoids. That's the beginning of that. No, I went a little bit too big on this for the size of the head, but whatever. So center line. The rib cage is open, so you can add a little circle there. It goes, that's about, actually the circle should be a bit wider. That circle should go about halfway up. That's like the opening of the rib cage, and at the top of it, the sternum's in here, and then right there, like just below there, that's like the breastbone, so just a little further up. So if you bring your pecs down here, breastbone's going to go down a little bit lower. Anyways, so you're going to have a little triangle. There's this weird bone, I forget what it's called, but it sits just a little bit lower than the breastbone, the sternum, and that is going to be below the pec line, which is about halfway through the circle. Okay, so the hips are again half the size of the rib cage, and there's a gap in between here. There is a gap, but it's very minimal. A lot of times you'll see it overlap. It's just the way it is. So the hips should actually come to the outside of the rib cage. The true rib cage, not anything with the muscles built in. As I said in the last post, the hips are actually, if you put them in a box, it's like a basin. Pelvis sits in there, put a center line down the middle. So also drag that out. So the legs are actually going to start up here. This is where like thigh bone kind of looks like this. And then the patella goes in there. So that is actually stuck in here. And then the bottom two bones is the tibia and fibia, which if I remember correctly, I'm really bad. Can't remember. I believe it sits like that. So it's like there's a flat. The tibia is the main bone and the fibia is like the fake bone. So it's fibbing. I think they sit like that. That might be a backwards bone. I haven't done bone drawings in a really long time, so please don't hold that against me. Anyway, so the feet, little triangle things. Anyway, so here's where the sausage comes in. Just do this really, you try and grasp the shape of the leg. If you like look at legs and try and get the shape of them, or you can just do a cylinder, a tapered cylinder, like that, and then you can build in the anatomy afterwards. For knees, the easiest way you can draw like realistic knees is the outside is always a tight line, and the inside's kind of like sloppy, like it folds, like there's a lot of lines that do this. So the muscle on the inside of the knee wraps around and goes under, whereas the outside it's very straight. So that, and there's the legs have a weird angle, so the top of the knee, the angle should look like that, and the bottom near the ankles, it'll do the opposite direction. Okay, so it's actually the muscles, like on the outside, the muscle is higher, and the bone on the ankle is lower, and then on the inside, the muscle is lower, and the bone on the ankle is higher. So it does this balance effect like that, and then it just sits on top of the foot. I'm not going to get into foot or hand breakdown because those are an entire other video altogether. Okay, so ball, you bring the muscle down under, you go straight, high, low, low, high, and foot. Okay, now I did this in my other video. This is like, these legs are super long, like they should actually only be like there, like that mark right here. So what you want to hit right now, this is like a weird anime dude with super long legs. The head to the groin is going to be, I can just lower the groin, I guess. The head to the groin is going to be the same length as the leg from the groin to the foot. Try and keep that proportion in mind. And when you're drawing arms, remember the belly button sits about the back of that box or the back of the rib cage. That's where the belly button's going to be. And your arm, like your elbow should come to about there. Now remember that the shoulder, the arm kind of sits out, like the arms aren't coming out from in here, they're actually sitting out. They're like cradled in the bones. So I forget how the bones look on it, so I'm not going to draw it. But anyway, so elbows are there, and then when you're standing front forward, the hand and wrist should come to about mid-thigh, and that's depending on the person and how long they are. So it should be about mid-thigh, okay? And then you just start building up your sausage shapes and your tapered cylinders to look like arm muscles. It's the easiest way I can describe, like to get down basic anatomy is try and draw, like look at anatomy and then try and draw the shape of what you're seeing instead of trying to figure out all the muscles and stuff right away. If you can get the shape down, then you can start like really observing, like, okay, how do the muscles lie down? And then you can start like realizing that, oh, they wrap, so they create these shapes in this fluid motion, and then you can pick up those lines to describe the forms. Anyways, so this is like a Frankenstein person, kind of awkward, and just make this a bit bigger and make that bigger. just wrap those muscles around here, give them some abs, give them some junk. Yeah, so that's a really basic run through of like drawing the full body in proportions. So just remember that like the groin and the head should be the same length as the groin to the bottom of the foot. The arm span should be, so from this arm to this arm with the shoulder girdle like that. And the head, shoulder girdle, and then both arms should actually be the same length as this person, the height. And then you've got just all your other points throughout. So if you can keep those kind of things in mind, if you build bodies with basic shapes first, it should be easier. Anyways, I hope this helps as a little add-on to